The summer heat in Phoenix was brutal that year, the kind that made the air shimmer above the asphalt and turned every backyard pool into a magnet. Mark Reynolds, 42, divorced, and freshly promoted to regional sales manager, had just moved into the new cul-de-sac. On Cactus Wren Drive, his house sat directly behind the Harrisons. From his second-floor office window he could see straight into their bedroom if the blinds were open. And Lisa Harrison rarely closed them. Lisa was 35, blonde, restless. She sunbathed topless when her husband traveled, which was often. Tom Harrison sold medical equipment and was gone 3 weeks out of every month. Mark watched her the way a man watches a storm he knows he should run from but can't. At first it was accidental glances. Then it became deliberate. Then it became obsession. It started innocently enough. A wave over the back fence while they both mowed their lawns. A borrowed ladder returned with a cold beer on the porch. Small talk that lasted longer each time. Lisa complained about the silence of the house when Tom was away. Mark complained about the silence of his bed since the divorce. One Friday in July, Tom left for a conference in Denver. That same night, Mark found a text on his phone from a number he hadn't saved yet. "Pool's warm if you're bored." He was over the fence in under a minute. They didn't talk much that first time. Just skin and breath and the slap of water against tile. Lisa tasted like chlorine and coconut oil. Mark told himself it was a one-time thing. The kind of mistake people make when the desert nights get too lonely. But one time became 4, then 10. They got careless. They fucked in her bed with the blinds half open because the risk made it better. Mark started leaving his office blinds, cracked just enough for her to see when he was home. Tom came back early once, a day ahead of schedule. Mark was in the shower with Lisa when they heard the garage door rumble. Panic flashed between them like lightning. Lisa shoved Mark into the walk-in closet and threw a towel at him. Tom walked in, dropped his suitcase, kissed his wife hello, while Mark stood naked among her dresses, heart hammering so hard he thought it would give him away. Tom never noticed the second wine glass in the sink, never saw the wet footprints on the bedroom carpet. He just wanted dinner and sleep. After that, they promised to be careful. They lied. August burned hotter. Lisa started leaving notes in Mark's mailbox, little scraps of paper that said things like, "Tonight. Back door unlocked." Mark saved everyone. He told himself he was in love. Maybe he even believed it. Lisa said she was leaving Tom, that she just needed time to figure out the money, the house, the dog. Mark started looking at bigger places with room for 2. Then came the night that ended it. Tom was supposed to be in Albuquerque until Sunday. Lisa texted Mark at 9, "Come over. Bring the red rope." Mark grinned like a teenager, grabbed the silk cord he'd bought online, and slipped through the dark between their houses. The sliding door was open. The bedroom was lit only by candles. Lisa stood in the middle of the room wearing nothing but a smile and the diamond necklace Tom had given her for their 10th anniversary. They never heard the front door. Tom had driven home 6 hours through the night because he'd found the notes. All of them, tucked inside the pocket of Mark's bathrobe that Lisa had accidentally brought home one morning. He stood in the hallway with a Glock he'd bought after a break-in 2 years earlier, watching his wife tie his neighbor, spread eagle, to their marital bed. The first shot took Mark in the thigh. The second shattered Lisa's shoulder as she lunged for the gun. The third went into the ceiling when Tom's hand shook too hard to aim. Police found Mark bleeding on Egyptian cotton sheets, Lisa screaming on the floor, Tom sitting on the edge of the bed crying like a child. The silk rope was still knotted around the headboard. Mark lived, lost the leg above the knee, spent 18 months in prison for criminal trespass and adultery-related charges the prosecutor got creative with. Lisa lost the arm and the house and most of her friends. Tom lost everything else, the job, the dog, 20 pounds, and whatever part of his mind had ever believed in happy endings. On quiet nights, the new neighbors on Cactus Wren Drive sometimes hear a low mechanical hum from Mark's backyard, his prosthetic adjusting as he sits by the pool. He no longer swims in, staring at the fence that separates his house from the empty one behind it. The for sale sign out front has been up for 2 years now.